Welcome back to another track test video here at Toronto Motorsports Park, where today's victim is this very angry looking bug-eyed Subaru. This is Alex, the owner of this WRX. It's what year is it?
It's 2002.
And the motor is now a 2-liter
It's a version 8
Version 8.
EJ207 that has the 2.2 stroker kit in it.
Okay, and horsepower is approximately?
Approximately anywhere between 450 to 500, I hope.
Just depending on how cold an air charge we're getting. It's a pretty hot day today.
It's a pretty hot day today.
We may not be making all 500, but I'm sure it'll be plenty quick. Obviously, you've got some very aggressive aero on it. What class of time attack did you build this for?
So for CS is equivalent to Super Street. It will be track mod in Grid Life and limited in GTA.
And you've done quite a few GTA events,
yes,
some Grid Life events.
Yes.
And the car is competitive. You actually set a track record at New Jersey Motorsports Park, was it last year?
Yes, last year. And I was lucky that I'll be able to do that. And the car is like reasonably competitive in that class, but it's it struggles at those high horsepower, say like Road Atlanta, Corta. It just like, compared to most of the track mod cars that I'm up against, this thing's like really low on power.
But you make some grip with all that aero and a big wheel and tire package, huh?
Yeah. So the tires are, I'm running 295 Nankang R1 all around. With a full Neo front and rear brake, custom coilovers, and a lot of homemade aero.
I should mention we're here at Subi Meet 2019, an all Subaru event, but the track's not that busy right now, so I think we have a decent chance of getting a good lap in. Should have brought my racing suit to drive a racing car, but we're going in short Nomex and short sleeve Nomex up here. So
it's a fun event, let's have fun.
Exactly, I'm jumping in now. You gotta love it when a race car has power windows, everybody. Hopefully that helps with the audio. You can hear me a little better, but it's going to be loud in here, so I'm not sure how well you'll hear me on track, but I'll do my best to tell you what it's like to drive this monster. A couple of quick pointers, or not pointers, a couple of quick updates on its setup that we didn't mention with Alex is it's on a custom BC racing coilover setup, Nankang AR1, 295s all around, Life Motorsports dash and ECU, real hardcore motorsport stuff. No ABS, still boosted brakes, and the seating position's fantastic. He's got the steering wheel real far back here. What else can I tell you? I don't know. Let's go find out. Once the turbo spools up, it is a rock. quite a bit of trust in it, and it took me a good 4 or 5 laps there to get there, but it is really engaging. A lot of work to drive at the limit. Looks like I might have killed a cone there. Apologies, TMP. Wow, what a machine. I'm sure there's a lot of time left in it. I'm just scratching the surface of its capabilities. I really struggled, as you would have seen, I really struggled with the heel and toe. The pedals are just in a position that doesn't suit my body's shape very well. But man, with a little bit more time in this car, and maybe just adjusting my seating position or the pedal position a bit, this thing would be an absolute rocket ship. I love the way the boost comes on. It hits hard, but not so hard that it like upsets the car. What a cool experience. Thank you, Alex. Thank you very much for letting me take your crazy bug eye for a rip. Woo. Well, everyone, we officially have our fastest lap of 2019, the 117.33, which is pretty good. This car has a lot left in it. It's properly fast, but I was struggling with a few things, including apparently deciding where the pylons lived on the racetrack, because I've modified his winglet a little bit here. Nothing a little carbon fiber and rivets can't fix, so sorry, Alex, I do apologize, but wow, what a machine to drive. It is very engaging. First of all, the ergonomics are excellent. The driving position is perfect. Alex and I are about the same size, so I was like the right distance from the steering wheel, and the pedals felt really at home in it, except the throttle pedal is sitting a little higher than the brake pedal, so I was struggling terribly with heel and toe. The edge of my running shoe, I should have been wearing a proper race shoe, but the edge of my running shoe kept catching on the throttle, and I couldn't heel and toe properly, so that was a frustration. By the end of like the 4th lap, I started to get, that figured out, but in a car this fast, you really need some seat time to kind of figure it out. The first couple of laps, I was really just coming to terms with the way the car delivers its power. That EFR 7076 hits hard. It's got a really linear power band to it once it spools up, but when that initial spool hits, it hits you hard. So it takes a bit of getting used to that, especially for a guy like me who doesn't have a lot of high horsepower turbo seat time. So some adjustment time there. And the brakes, my God, are they ever powerful? But the initial bite is so strong that I was way over braking. And I think the aero helps with braking too, but I was braking way early and way too hard. It's upsetting the car, so it was a mess the first few laps. But by the last lap, I kind of got a semi-clean one in there. So I'm pretty okay with that 17.3. I gotta feel like this car's got another 2 seconds in it if you really dialed me in and sorted a few little ergonomic things out inside. But wow, what a rocket ship. What a pleasure to drive. So thank you very much, Alex. I really appreciate the rare experience to drive a car like this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. All right, Alex. How do I fire this thing up?
Turn the kill switch.
To this way?
I think this way. Whatever the way. Okay. It was on, sorry.
Oh, it was on. It was on.
Flip that little white thing up.
Yep.
And neutral.
Yep.
Okay,